With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. The final two-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Namath to throw from the outset. And his first pass is incomplete. You look at the Saints defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Namath. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So, Charles, a tough task for this defense facing the league's leading passer to this point in the season. Certainly a front runner in MVP consideration right now. What can they do to slow him down?
Well, there's so many different ways that they can go, and I'll guarantee you that defensive staff went through all of them this week in preparation. But bottom line, they want to avoid giving up the big play. They're going to play what they call top-down defense and make sure no one gets behind them.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The numbers for Fitzgerald from last week. 3 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. And in a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Namath. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Namath to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On first down, it's Fields. Staying on his feet. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. Dances by him, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one 28 yards on the ground. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run again on first down, Peterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. They run again with Peterson. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10 now, Namath. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go up the gut with Tomlinson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun is Namath.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Namath. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Now Namath.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They give it to Peterson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Here's Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Fields.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll give to Peterson out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Run play action. Fields.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. From the pistol, they run with Peterson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Peterson. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
Fields now to throw.
His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 3 yards out.
And the Saints have moved out in front.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. As we find ourselves in week 17, he's already well over the 1,000-yard mark. So there's no pressure there. We'll just see where this final tally ends.
And I love what you just talked about there. There's no pressure. There's pride, right? So the higher he can take that number and rank with his peers, everyone wants to be number 1. He wants to post that number like a good golfer, right? Post the best score and go to the clubhouse and kick back and see if anyone can match it.
Well, and he's the go-to guy here out wide. We'll see what they can do with him in this game. Defensively, they have a big challenge on their hands. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Namath.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Namath to throw on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Fitzgerald. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw on first down is Namath. Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Namath's throw here into the hands of Moore. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 3rd down and 1. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and that one finds the Falcons out in front. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Marquise Brown, a touchdown reception. Brock Purdy with a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get out.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Out of the gun, Fields.
He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Namath's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Namath now from the gun.
That one's complete to Tomlinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Throwing on 2nd down is Namath.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields
going for the deep ball. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
Sheds off the tackle, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep from the 33. Here's 2nd and 5.
Handoff comes to Peterson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
3rd and 4. Back to throw. Fields.
Oh, he stays up. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Play fake. Now Namath. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Taking it about the 16. And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A pass there over the middle to start things out.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On 2nd down, Peterson. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give to Peterson running right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Peterson running right.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Again, Peterson. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Saints extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Draw play, Tomlinson, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. They try again with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Saints have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs ready to take over once again. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Saints,
they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.